Stacy with As the Tea Brews. Today I wanted to talk about some of my Bird and Blend teas that I've gotten over the last couple of months. I'm not going to be talking about the matchas today. I have talked about those in other videos, and a lot of you have asked me about some of these teas. I know in the last video I did, or April I think, the April subscription box for Bird and Blend, I commented at the end how good the tea smelled, and some of you wanted to know if they lived up to the hype. I haven't been doing a whole lot of reviews. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of those, or if there's any particular teas. I feel like sometimes I have to have a tea several times before I really have a good opinion about it, and at first I kind of started doing reviews with my first impression, but then the next cup or the third cup I would kind of change my mind, either good or bad, and so I've steered clear a little bit from the reviews. Everybody's opinion is so different, and so I hate to tell someone that something's amazing because it's amazing to me, but then they buy it and they don't like it, and I don't know. So I just haven't done a ton of reviews. But I did want to give you my opinions on, my opinion on a lot of the Bird and Blend teas that I have currently in my stash. Now most of these are from the subscription boxes that have been coming the last few months. I don't have all of those because some of them I've finished off. The first couple of months I tried to finish them before the next box came, but that hasn't happened. And so I'm building up a little bit of a stash, and then I have a few teas that I've ordered. So I'm going to start with the March teas because I finished the earlier teas that I had, and I haven't had this one again since I first got the box, and this is Banoffee Rumba. And I did not put these in order, so it's going to take me a second here to locate that one. Okay, so this one says, think boozy Banoffee pie with fresh bananas, cream, and a splash of rum. Now I've never heard of Banoffee, and I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but somebody from the UK had commented that it is a dessert, a pie from the UK, and that it's delicious. And so I'm assuming that this is what that's based off of. And I had this tea plain. It's a rooibos, and all it has in it is rooibos tea, freeze-dried banana, licorice, and natural flavoring. And this was actually really good, plain and hot. I didn't add any sugar or anything to this one, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know, banana teas aren't the kind of tea that I reach for a lot, and so, but I did really enjoy it, and I will drink the rest of this. I kind of forgot it was in there, I think, but it's a nice kind of cooler weather. We have a storm kind of moving in. I'm looking outside. We have this big windows in our house, and it was super warm. It was like 82 degrees earlier and sunny, and I was sweating and drinking some iced tea, running around doing errands, and now it's windy and cloudy and getting cooler. So I know a storm is coming in for the next few days. It's only supposed to be like in the 50s. So anyway, so this Banoffee Rumba, I enjoyed it plain and hot, and then I decided to make it to drink today as a latte. I don't drink a whole lot of lattes, probably because I just don't like to add a lot of calories to my tea. It's kind of a nice, tea is kind of a treat to me, and I don't like to add the calories. I'd rather eat my calories at my meals or as snacks, but I used some vanilla soy milk in this, and this last time I went to the store they didn't have any of the light vanilla soy milk that I usually buy, so this is the regular, and it still foamed up really nicely. I think I might have made the tea just a little strong because it looks kind of dark. I used a scoop and a half of the David's Tea Perfect Spoon, and I only did a little bit of the tea, maybe a fourth or a third in my steeper, and then I did about half a cup of the vanilla soy milk, and it frothed up, and a little bit of the milk went in there. But I think a lot of the milk turned into froth. So this is really good. The banana flavor really comes through. There's not a strong rooibos flavor in this tea, and I would definitely recommend this one. I don't know if this was a seasonal tea or if it's still available or not, but I really liked it. Okay, so for the rest of the teas, I need to go a little more quickly, otherwise we'll never get out of here. Okay, so the next one from March was Breakfast's Ready Honey, and so I feel like it should have been called Breakfast is Ready Honey because it's hard to say Breakfast's Ready Honey. So let me find that one real quick. This one is a rooibos as well. and it's a rooibos and honeybush, sunflower petals, and natural flavoring. It's their new kind of caffeine herbal or caffeine-free tea that they made for people to have in the morning who don't want any caffeine. And I did not like this at all. I thought this was awful, and I don't know why. I just didn't like it. I might try it maybe as a latte, or it doesn't smell bad. You really smell the honeybush in this one. But when I tried this, I couldn't drink it. I didn't finish it. So in my opinion, this one is a thumbs down, the breakfast ready, but to each his own. Everybody's a little bit different, and we all have our individual tastes in tea. As you know, if you watch some of the other people on YouTube who talk about their teas from some of the same companies, we all vary just a little bit. We may all agree sometimes, but we also vary in our opinion. So the last tea that came in March was pink grapefruit. So I made this one. I didn't have this one at first because when I smelled it, it smells very much like grapefruit. Very strong grapefruit smell. And I love grapefruit. But this obviously would be better iced. And it's a green tea, Chinese sencha green tea, with hibiscus, orange peel, cornflowers. But the strong smell, every time I open it, it kind of puts me off a little bit. I made this for my mom, and she said it was very strong flavor, and it hasn't been hot enough for me to really drink this one, but every time I have made iced tea, I keep skipping this one over. I don't know, maybe I'm missing out. Maybe when I finally try this one, I'll love it, but I actually haven't tried this one, but my mom did, and she just thought, she actually added lemon to it. She likes lemon in her tea, and she ended up liking it once the lemon was in it. I don't know, that smell just kind of puts me off a little bit. Okay, so that was March. And then in April, let's see, the first one is carrot cake. And this one, I really like this tea. This one is really good. I have a little bit left in there. I'm almost afraid to use it because then it's gonna be gone. I don't know if it's seasonal or not. I only have either probably a latte or maybe 2 cups of hot tea plain in there. I should have showed you guys the tea for the other ones. But this one was way better than David's tea, carrot cake, and this one would be excellent as a latte, I think. I haven't tried it, I've only had it plain, and it's very good. It has those spices in there, and it's carroty. I would definitely order this one again. Maybe not till next year if it comes out like in the spring for kind of Easter time, but I would for sure get this one. I do want to also mention with the Burn & Blend teas, I don't think that they really add artificial sweeteners in there, and so some of the teas I've noticed I've needed to add a little bit of sweetener. David's tea often adds like stevia or other natural sweeteners, or unnatural sweeteners even, and sometimes they're too sweet for me, or they leave a funny taste. So I really appreciate that Burn & Blend doesn't do that. They allow you to add your own level of sweetness. And so some of them I really enjoy plain. Some of them, as I've said, or I will say, I feel I've needed to add a little bit of sweetener. But I really appreciate that they let us decide instead of adding it for us. Okay, so the next one, so I would get carrot cake. Yes, I like that one. I think it was very good. The next one from April is chocolate digestives, and it says a smooth cocoa hit with a chocolatey biscuity base. I don't like this tea at all. It was bitter and awful. I couldn't drink it. I drank it plain. I drank it with sugar. I made it as a latte. I did not like it any of those ways. I was careful not to oversteep it. Maybe it needs to be steeped even shorter, but it's Sri Lankan black tea, cocoa nibs, cocoa shells, fenugreek, licorice, cardamom, natural flavoring. And it actually smells pretty good. It smells kind of chocolatey, and it has that black tea. But I didn't like this. It was just, I will not drink this. It was bitter and gross. I don't know if you guys liked it or not, but maybe it has something to do with me not liking black tea. But usually I will like a black tea as a latte, but even this one, it was still bitter. It just wasn't good. And then the last one from this month, from April, was and everybody a different election tea, and they sent me key lime pie. So this is zesty lime with biscuity base, and I normally don't like things that are too tart or citrusy, but the lime was perfectly mellow in this one, and it was delicious. It tasted like a lime, kind of like a lime cookie or a piece of lime pie. It was really good, and I drink it plain, I believe. I don't think I added sweetener to this one, but sweetener would be really good in this one as well. It does say that you can add milk to this one. They add, if you notice at the bottom of the bags, they add whether you can, it says with or without milk. And so I think that they do that so that you don't end up adding milk and having it curdle. And so I appreciate that, because I know a lot of people do like their tea with milk in it. But if I was in the mood for lime, I would drink this one, or I would get this one again. I don't think this is one I need to stock up on though. But if you really appreciate like kind of a little bit of a desserty lime tea, I would recommend this one. I think it was good. The other teas that I have are teas that I ordered through a separate order. The first one is Candy Floss. This is one of their election teas. They sent these little stickers. Let's see if it focuses. Vote Candy Floss. And so I think that they sent those with all the different, any of the election teas. But I just ordered one bag of this because it sounded so good. Like cotton candy at the fair. And it's a really pretty tea. And this was one in my last video, or one of my videos that I mentioned, smells amazing. It smells so good. It smells sweet and fruity. And it is a white tea, and it seriously smells delicious. So I made this one right away. And I was underwhelmed by it. It was a little more fruity than sweet. When you smell it, you're expecting this really sweet, fruity flavor, but because they don't add those sweeteners or artificial sweeteners to their teas, there wasn't any sweetness really to it. And so I didn't love it, but and so it's been a few weeks now, a couple weeks, and I just made it again today, and I added a few pieces of rock sugar to it, and to see if that would improve my opinion of it, and I actually thought it was really good. It was still kind of fruity, but the rock sugar helped, and I didn't add very much. It was less than a teaspoon, maybe half a teaspoon that I added, but it did bring out the flavors a little bit, and it was still kind of a light, fruity flavor, and then the rock sugar brought out the sweetness. And this was tasty. This is not one that I would order again, but I will enjoy drinking the rest of this one. I think this will make a nice light iced tea this summer as well. So I might save it for that. The next one I have here is Peppermint Cream. So several months ago I did a tea swap with Anna White, and she sent me a sample of this one, and I really liked this one. And it's a oolong, and it's got peppermint and cocoa shells. And this one, it smells so good. So this one I enjoy drinking hot, and the problem is usually when I reach for peppermint tea, I reach for it in the evening, and since it's an oolong, I won't drink this one in the evening because it's got caffeine in it. I am finding I'm starting to run out of caffeine-free teas. I have more matchas and green teas and white teas and teas with caffeine in it right now than I do herbals. And so I'm going to be looking for some herbals and caffeine-free teas to kind of beef up that part of my collection pretty soon. But I really enjoy this tea. This one's really, really yummy, and I would definitely buy this one again. Okay, the next one that I got is Nearly Nirvana, and I also got a sample of this one. And I don't know if it was a sample from Anna or if it was a sample, might have been in my tea advent calendar, but this is a white tea with spearmint and jasmine. And usually I like peppermint better than spearmint, but I did enjoy the sample of this one. This one's really pretty. So when I tried this one before, I had it hot. I just had it yesterday though, and it was hot yesterday. And so I made this one iced with a couple pieces of rock sugar. For some reason I add more rock sugar to my teas when I have them iced. I don't know why, but I do. And this was really refreshing. It was really minty, and you got a hint of the jasmine, and it was really a nice, refreshing iced tea. And so this one I like both hot and iced. And yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll order it again. We'll see after I drink the whole bag if I feel like I need more of it. And then the last one that I wanted to mention is hot cross bun. So this one just sounded really interesting on the website. I had never tried it, but it's a mix of rooibos and black tea. So I was hoping that that rooibos would kind of tone down the black tea a little bit, since I don't drink a lot of black tea. But this has got cinnamon and fruit, different kinds of fruit in there. And it's also, and I didn't realize this before, but it's got a little bit of that Lapsang black tea, Lapsang Souchong black tea, which is that smoky tea. And when I've had their smoky Russian, I didn't like it at all. It was just too smoky. But I have had a couple other teas with that Lapsang in it that I did enjoy, like Bonfire from Adagio was kind of nice. It had like an apple, and I forget what all was in there, but that one was really good. I liked that one. And then this one, you can smell it in the background, a little bit of the smokiness, but there's also fruity smell to it. And this one was really good. I liked this one. I just had this one plain and hot. Oh, let me show it to you guys. I keep forgetting to do that. Maybe that's why I don't do reviews. I don't do them very well. So this one, I don't know if any of these are even focusing. I'm working on the focus on my camera. I can't seem to get the right settings, so hopefully these are in focus for you guys. But this one was really nice. This one, like I said, I just drank it in the morning, hot and plain, and I enjoyed it. I don't think I'll order it again though, but it was a nice tea. So yeah, so those are the recent Burn & Blend teas that I've gotten and I've tried, and my opinions about them. So I hope that answers some of your questions. Sorry this video turned out to be a little bit long, but there was a lot of teas to go through. Let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking about maybe doing I'll do an unboxing with any teas that I have, and then maybe do like a clump review with each unboxing, maybe a week later or a couple weeks later after I've had time to try those teas. So like for the 3 Burn & Blend ones that I just, and we'll be posting a video shortly, or I might have posted right before this. Maybe I'll do a video just talking about those 3 and what I thought, instead of waiting so long and doing so many at once. So let me know in the comments below if you are interested in that type of video, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and cheers. We'll see you later. I hope you're living your best tea life.